He was like, I listened to this song to like make me feel strong. It makes me feel better about shit.
Hell yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
damn, bro, like, thank you. Like, I kind of took it, like, it still kind of like takes my breath away a little bit. Like, holy shit, bro.
That's got to keep you going, man.
Like, if I would take me back to being 13-year-old Defiant Dev, I didn't think I'd be trying to outsmart an algorithm right now. I think it was planned. I think it was just a big money scheme, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just kind of like, okay, like nothing's really in my control. Like, you can only control what you can control. Young ass me prayed for this.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes a prayer is not always what you think it would look like.
All right, man. Devy Kay in this bitch. How you been, dude?
Yes, sir. Hey, I appreciate that.
I've said that 100 times this morning, by the way.
Yeah.
101.
This gets stuck in your head, man.
Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah.
Devy Kay. My wife's tired of me saying
I'm sorry, bro.
Don't be sorry. No, that's good, dude.
I wasn't even going to run with that. I just didn't want to, for like branding's sake, I didn't want to have like explicit in it. And who was it?
There's something about it that just goes so hard, though. I don't know.
I don't remember who it was. They were like, dude, you got to run with that at this point. And I was
For
like,
sure.
I was like, okay, fuck it.
I mean, it doesn't have to be one thing, right? But that's definitely, it's often the things, it's like the nicknames you don't want that that stick with people. You know what I mean?
That's kind of how Devy came to be, honestly. When my brother Tyler would want to piss me off, he'd be like, oh, Devy. Oh, Devy. Bro, I was like maybe 13 or 14. That shit would piss me off so much, bro.
Yeah.
Like, don't fucking call me that, bro.
When did you embrace it?
Like right around that time. It wasn't long. And then I also got called some other shit with Devy in high school. I don't really remember. It wasn't nothing like crazy, but kids would like pick on me. Oh, Devy, blah, blah, shit like that.
Yeah.
And I've been writing since I was 14. We know this, but like I only ever went by one other thing, and it was for like 3 months. And I was a big Logic fan. And he like the way he got his name. He went in the dictionary and like found like a what is it? A adjective that describes him.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what his full thing was, but they shortened it to Logic. And I was like, well, I'll go find something for me.
Yeah, man.
And I found Defiant, and that was like 3 months, whether you think that's corny or not. But
I like it.
I'll always appreciate like that little like 13-year-old era of me. But and then I just really like rappers that have full names, like Mac Miller, Tyler, the Creator, you know, people who use their actual name and shit like that.
Seems more authentic.
Yeah. So my real name's Devin Nip, but I just did Devy, and then my last name is spelled K-N-I-P-P. So I just took K and spelled it phonetically, like K-A-Y.
Yeah. That works for
And got Devy Kay, and it gets like
it rolls off the tongue though. It's, you know,
I struggle to say Devy. Like when I like do the cap cuts and shit on my videos and my raps and all that, it will say Debbie. Bro, like I'll just air it out. Motherfuckers like clown on me. I get called Debbie Cake and shit all the time, bro. Like I'm gonna have some obstacles with that name, bro. But no, I appreciate that, man. Debbie Kay in this bitch. But
yeah, I dig it.
The last time we talked to you, you're getting ready to release an album, Mothership, and then you dropped it. Right.
Oh, that's a song, but the album's called Bonafide.
That's right.
Nah, you're okay. I appreciate that though. I made a beat called Mothership, and that's why. Like, I just make like I'm inspired from things around here, and I just that's like a venue that'd be helping us out around here and letting us put on the rap shows.
Yeah, you just played there, right?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, dude, that was an insane show.
It looked like you were having some fun up there.
Yeah, dog. That was definitely the best show of my life, for sure.
Like I saw some videos of it, and you just looked natural, like you were having a good time.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely this past year I've just embraced having fun. Yeah. I'm not, man, I'm so glad to talk to y'all. I've been like thinking about like what I want to say and shit, but like I've like with the music shit, I don't really know where I stand with it these days. Like I'm giving it my all. I'm giving it my heart. But like there's so little ROI, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, what the fuck am I doing right now, bro? And this could be like, you know, the 23-year-old crisis I'm in right now, seeing all the kids I went to school with graduate.
Right.
Like, I don't know. I come from a military family. I didn't really want to do military as much as I respect that and everything. And I always like, I don't know. I love war movies and all that. History was my favorite subject. Like, I don't know. I love the military and shit like that, but I just didn't want to go into it. But, I don't know, man. It's just like I'm fucking making songs in people's rooms and basements and shit, and I'm chilling. And I believe I got all the talent and everything in the world, bro. But I didn't think 13-year-old me, like if I would take me back to being 13-year-old defiant Dev, I didn't think I'd be trying to outsmart an algorithm right now.
Right.
For sure.
And that,
yeah, we talked a little bit about that last time, but
yeah. And I mean, that's just the obstacle for me these days. Like, and I just, me personally, dog, I don't give a fuck about social media. I don't. I never have.
Do you think it comes to like a place of authenticity where just you don't want to be fake, but it almost seems like you have to do the dog and pony show to get on that level?
I'm more so, I don't think it's necessarily like.
And I'm not saying everybody who blows up is fake by any means. I just mean like, do you feel like you're going to end up losing a piece of yourself, putting yourself out there that much? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. And I think that just this is at least my mindset. I think it comes with a mindset of not giving a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I've just kind of hit in that age now where I'm just like, this shit's either going to work or it's not.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'll give it my all, a few more years, but like just with the way the world is, bro, and like where roles are needed in society right now, I could be making some fucking bread. And I'm a hard worker. I put my fucking all into my music, but it's like, do you all want to keep struggling like this financially and everything? Do I want to, cause like you can always build yourself as an artist, but like in a sense, in society's ways, are you building yourself as a man?
Right.
If that makes sense. I don't know if that makes any sense at all.
Honestly,
but like,
I think that's pretty deep.
You're building everything as like a little company, a little brand. You're an artist, but like, all right, bro, like, do you have a house?
Mm-hmm.
Is this car paid off? Are you in debt? What's your medical bills like?
Yep.
You got anything saved? Hell no, because I'm putting everything into this, but like everybody's trying to be a rapper. Everybody's trying to, I mean, we fucking podcasting right now, but like y'all are nice though. Like y'all got your little thing going. Like you guys are entertaining to listen to. I actually wanted to bring this up. The
mastery.
Yeah. That episode. I really related to that. Yeah. Because I thought that was authentic, speaking on that topic, because
for sure.
Sometimes it's nice just to cut the bullshit, you know?
Well, it felt real because it's like, I'm not fucking perfect either. This is what I go through. I slip sometimes. I think that's like real.
Yeah.
And what's that guy's name? Aston Hall. Wow. Or I don't know. It's that fucking morning routine, dude.
Oh yeah.
He was in the air for 4 minutes. Well, like that's the standard now.
Yeah,
like,
for people who don't know, you've probably seen a dude dunk his face in water.
Sparkling
water. It has to come out of a bottle of sparkling water or your face ain't
I dunk my face in Ice Mountain every morning, dog. I just fucking
yeah, man.
But no, I just think like that's what's pushed now, and I'm gonna be honest, that's not fucking realistic at all. And I think it really just sets a tone for people like, oh, if you're not doing X, Y, Z, ABC, 1, 2, 3, fucking, you know, you're not doing good, you're not doing right. But
yeah, I would recommend, since you're already realizing this, just stay where you're at as far as being yourself. And
yeah, for sure.
Like you said, like we're doing this podcast, we got full-time jobs as well. Like,
yeah, same.
You don't want to look back and be like, why did I do all that shit for what? You know what I mean? But I think with all this AI and all this fake shit that's coming out, when you're the one that's authentic and people are going to look for some real shit and not a bunch of fluff, they're going to be like, oh, there's somebody who's doing it for the art. You know what I mean? Things like
that. Yeah. I mean, right now I'm doing it for future me.
Yeah.
I talked to my brother. Yeah. Speaking of my brother, under substance, you know, I wanted to get a tattoo from my brother. So I got his little S right here.
Dude.
Oh yeah.
That video last year of you, were you opening for them or just playing with them?
Was it on a stage?
Yeah.
That was Mansfield Music Fest.
Yeah.
I'm sad that's not happening again this year. But
dude,
yeah,
you went hard.
Thank you.
That.
I'm excited for that song, man. I never really thought me and him would collab. It just kind of something that happened. Like people kind of been like whispering about it, like y'all should do this. Like probably about 2 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, that song's probably it's about a year old now. But I remember we did that in June, and then he just proposed the idea to me like in August, like we should perform this.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I saw that pop up on Facebook. I'm like, oh shit.
I appreciate that though. Yeah. He'll appreciate that. They'll appreciate that. We're excited for that, man. I want to get more like songs done with them. Mm-hmm. Just right now, like I'm doing my music for future me, like 60-year-old, 70-year-old Dev. Like, damn dog. Like, you know, I didn't like, you know, make it my life's fuck. And I don't even want to like talk like that because I still believe I can make it my life's work. But, you know, regardless where I go with it, I'm just going to look back and like, you know, I gave that shit my all, dog. Mm-hmm. I was kicking that shit and, you know, show it to my grandkids or whatever the fuck. But, yeah, just I also want to be as versatile as I can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I want to work with my brother's band. Right now I'm working. I have a line and it's just kind of a flex with so many features in my email. I can't even fucking count. Like, so I'm getting those knocked out. I was just recording all day yesterday. I got 3 of my features knocked down. Waiting on a couple in return. Just really just trying to expand and build everything.
Yeah.
And
not put yourself in a box.
No, really, moving to Columbus and being there for the time I was, really helped expand my mind and like, okay, I just come from a place as small as Mansfield in a way, as like cool and special Mansfield is. It's just like when you put yourself in a bigger like fish tank, it's like, okay, I can still make this shit happen, bro. I got all the like power and confidence in myself, but it really just opens up your mind to like, it's all about who you know, where you can take it, and what you can really do with it. Knowledge is key. And I don't know, I'm always down to be a bug in the room. You know, I never try to like, I feel like I'm talking so much right now. Dude, that's why I'm looking at you guys. Like
that's why you're here.
Like,
that's why you're here, dude.
But
send it.
You're the guy.
I'm humble enough to be a bug on the wall. You know, I love I have another line. It's like my hands or my name is in rooms of hands I haven't shook yet or some shit like that. I don't know. Yeah. But I don't know. It's just about asserting yourself in the right place, but never like trying to. I don't even know where I'm going.
Not trying to be the loudest person.
Yeah. That makes fucking sense. Just always trying to learn. Always try to be a student.
What was the Columbus music scene like?
Oh, dog, it's beautiful. It's popping. I think Ohio's music scene is popping. That's why I get upset. And that's like another thing, dog. Like, and that's why I like kind of look at myself like, where do I want to take this and build myself as a man right now? Because everything's about like money make the world go round, man. Mm. If you don't got that, if you don't got this in this music shit, streams ain't paying shit, dog. Yeah, I got 100,000 streams on a project. Like, sorry, I had to say that, but young me would be so proud of that
for sure.
And
that ain't shit nowadays.
But you still should be though.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, because that's a lot. And when you're scrolling the most popular, you're like a milli here, a milli yeah.
I'm too broke.
When you're putting stuff out yourself and people are actually clicking on your shit, like you got to remember like why you started doing it. You know what I mean?
For sure.
The other side, just the grass is always greener on the other side, right? It's like when you put a goal and you said you were going to be happy when you got to that goal, were you actually happy when you got to the goal? So the next goal, are you going to be happy? You know what I mean? Like we constantly just move the goalpost.
I'm learning with that. Right? I'm learning with that because when I got to Columbus and everything, I was staring at my studio one night, just like in the doorway. And I was like, man, I'm so stressed right now. I'm so like fucking drained, exhausted. And, young ass me prayed for this.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes a prayer is not always what you think it would look like.
Yeah.
I've gotten real close with God in the past year. I consider myself a full-blown Christian now.
Good.
But yeah. And I've always believed in God in a way, but like, I don't know, just this, with how hard this past year been, man, I've had this Bible and I was like, fuck it, man. I'm digging this motherfucker. Like, I need to quit swearing as much, but nah, man.
One step at a time.
I kind of think not everyone agrees with this, but I kind of think everything's meant to be in a way.
Mm-hmm.
And, I think I was meant to go through my obstacles and hurdles. And now I've arrived at this, what do I want to call? I'll call it a benchmark in my life because I'll always remember, kind of the turmoil between me turning 18 years old and fuck, man. I'm trying to figure out how much I want to dig into my life, like unpack, I don't necessarily, fuck it, I'll open up. I don't necessarily come from like daisy and flower childhood. So, like as soon as I was 18, I was up and fucking gone. And
yeah, I mean, we dove into that a little bit on the last podcast.
Mm-hmm. So. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is, bro. And I now I realize, my parents had their own shit too. I don't think like kids necessarily realize that. And I definitely didn't realize that.
You don't realize it when you're a kid.
I mean, I didn't realize that at 18 years old, bro. It took a few years to set that shit in. But I mean, I'm cool, bro, regardless where I stand. I'm all right. But
it sounds like you're just starting to put value in certain things and realize certain other things don't matter. Like, I mean, that's why they say when you turn 25, your prefrontal cortex forms. And then when you're 18 to 21, you're like, yeah, I'm a grown ass man. And then you hit like 25, 26 and you're like, I did some dumb shit. You know what I mean? Not saying like it was all a mistake, but I think all of us go through, I know it took me to like, I'm 33, probably about 30, when I'm just like, there's shit that I just don't have to do. You know what I mean? You like kind of take the mask off a bit.
Yeah.
You're just like,
yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. Yeah. I guess that's perfect for like kind of how I feel with my life right now.
And maybe you still do some of those things. Not saying that, like you said, everything is wrong, but you place a different value on those things and you put them in a different perspective.
For sure. I think that just comes with time, though.
For sure.
You eventually get like, I don't know if you guys are like this, but like you kind of carry baggage for way longer than you need to.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just at this point where I'm just like, man, fuck this.
I think that's when you like, it's different for you because the baggage, if you want to call it baggage, kind of comes out in your art,
Yeah, for sure.
So it's not necessarily, you're definitely making it work for you in a way. Yeah. So, but every once in a while, you're just like you said, I'm kind of done with this shit. Like you have more perspective, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, that's why they say, I don't know who said it, but that's why the windshield is bigger than the rearview mirror.
That was Jelly Roll, dude.
Yeah.
Is that who said that? I mean, that's, I think that kind of puts a lot of things into perspective. When you talk about baggage and, a past or whatever, dwelling on things or whatever, just.
Yeah. Have you seen that acceptance speech?
Yeah.
Jelly Roll?
I'm a Jelly Roll fan, bro. Yeah, Jelly Roll's great. I don't like everything by him, but there's a lot of songs I like by him. Mm-hmm. I think his first, I don't want to say his first album, but his
I was gonna say, because he's got
the fuck is it called? Like what
the one Save Me on it?
Something Chapel.
Yeah.
It's got Save Me with Lainey Wilson on it. I like the original Save Me better, but it's the one with that. It's got like Nail Me on it. That's my favorite song on it. But I don't know. His second album got some good songs. It's just so fucking long. Mm. But I feel like that's the country album trend now. It's like 40 fucking songs long.
That's a bit much, man.
On an album? I haven't been up on my country music, I guess.
I mean,
that's a lot.
I like country. I just listened to Morgan Wallen's album.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a mile long.
I've just been listening to the Carter 6 for the last 2 days.
What do you think?
I like about 4 songs.
My favorite one was the Jelly Roll one.
That's why I was thinking about it.
Shitted on.
Really?
Everything else.
I like it.
I ain't seen one good thing about the Carter online.
The Jelly Roll one and the hip hop Texas to Plug one. Is that how you say it?
No, Big X the Plug.
Yeah, not.
You're thinking of his song Texas.
Texas, yeah. I knew I said it wrong, but those two, yeah. But dude, whatever. I grew up freaking listening to the Carter 3, so I'll listen to whatever.
Bro,
Okay.
Carter 4 is my favorite.
Yeah, that was cool, but
that was when I got into rap music. I was like really into rap music. I was like 7 or 8.
I mean, I had that thought today when I was like
Carter 4. He's like blind blowing. I'm walking around.
I listened to that all the time when I was deployed. That was like my thing.
Like theme song.
Like not just that song, but the whole album. Like I'd be getting ready for a mission and listen to that. Like
Mega Man. Oh my gosh.
Paid it off the cushion. Yeah, give me all hyped up.
Only 2 years old when daddy will bring them hookers home.
And
we talking wild right now.
I had that thought today while I was driving. Like I remember being 16 in the Pontiac Sunfire with the subwoofer or whatever.
I had a Pontiac. That was my first car at 16. Yeah. I had a Pontiac G5.
Nice.
2-door red coupe.
I just remember listening to a milli, and then I was like, here I am, 33, listening to Carter 6. Like I'll just keep listening to him. I don't care what anybody says.
Whatever.
Are y'all really not cold right now?
I'm all right.
I'm good.
Bro, I'm like
cold blood.
You've been in Columbus too long, man. It's warmer down there.
Slightly.
It is slightly.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm over here like trying to take deep breaths.
You know, we actually talked after our last episode. We're going to do a Snuggie episode. Everybody's in a Snuggie.
Oh yeah, we should. We're probably gonna have some branded Snuggies in here.
Yeah.
Maybe a space heater.
Whatever.
That's the only suggestion I'd make.
Our guests are too cold.
Yeah, we'll get a little heater. Heated seats.
Here, I'll just put my hands in my pocket. Feel my hands, bro. Not to be weird.
Dude, mine are cold too.
Yeah.
Your hands are warmer than mine.
Bro, your hands are cold. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I feel like my hands are freezing.
I always got cold hands. You won't feel them? Nice.
Dude, so you've been getting pretty fit lately. What's that?
You think?
Yeah.
I appreciate that, bro. I feel like I've let myself slip this past year moving to Columbus just because I ain't been able to afford to eat how I used to. But no, what I was doing in Columbus, because I just didn't even have time to go to the gym, bro. At the time I was down there, I was on 12-hour shifts. And then I'm like, I was just another cog in the machine, you know? I love my job. I'm thankful for my job. It pays my bills. It's been getting me by regardless of like how unhappy I am, where I am in my fucking life, you know? Like I could not have a job, you know?
You got bills and shit.
Right. And I just, you know, been getting me through. I appreciate God for it. But no, I was just another cog in the machine down there. But up here, back in Mansfield, I just like hold value and wait. Yeah. And I actually have a few more dollars in my pocket after my check. Like as soon as I get my check, it's gone. Like I'm at zero just to survive down there. Up here, I got a few more $100 in my pocket at the end of the week. And I can use that to take a trip to Columbus and actually, you know, use that shit down there to go to a show or whatever, get merch, buy wristbands, buy stickers, you know. I pay to perform at shows, so I could do it for that or more equipment. So it's nice. But you were talking about getting fit. My bad. I don't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good. I was going to actually go back to your last album, Bonafide. What is the feeling like before you drop something like that? I've never had to experience dropping a project that big. Like, are you nervous or are you like sure that's like, oh, I'm happy with that? Or
I wasn't nervous to drop this one.
No.
I guess I didn't really think about it. I was more so anxious just to get it out because I wanted something out. I was like, man, I'm coming up on 2 years. I put out Through the Floor in July. That was the one that's 100,000 streams. That's with my guy, Kooky Beats. He's a producer in India. I've known him for a few years now. We've only ever talked through voice memos, of course. I'd love to meet the man. I truly believe we will meet each other like one day on like a fucking stage because we talk about like turning shit up. Like, bro, regardless of like where streams stand and everything, we ain't paid a dime for promo, no bullshit like that. You know, we got 100,000. That's a spark. You know, we can make some shit happen regardless of where our music careers go. And, you know, I hold that belief and dream one day that we'll make it happen. Mm-hmm. But that one, it just did like, I don't know, it kind of just gave me confidence in a way. I was more so nervous to drop No Rest for the Weary, kind of the first thing I ever dropped that got me a little recognition and everything around here. That thing, I have a sequel to that. I don't want to even call it a sequel. I want to call it an extension. That's called Reloaded. I've been talking about this on like, if for the people out there who are like, I don't want to say, I don't like using the word fans, but like supporters of mine. Like if you listen to me on podcasts, I've been talking about that one forever. I was going to drop that right after No Rest for the Weary, but like that one I am kind of venting about my life shit on it. And I was like, man,
you just didn't feel like it was the right time to.
I didn't want that to be my sound. I didn't want you to hear two projects like that from me back to back and be like, oh, this is the music he's about. So that's why I was like, I'll just chill.
Yeah.
And I didn't really know what I was going to do. I just had that gut feeling. I was like, don't drop this shit, man. And I'm going to drop it. Like, I've been working. I mean, I don't want to say I've been working on it, but I've had like.
Is it like refined and done, like ready to go? Or is it just
50%?
Yeah.
I got the skeleton
sitting in the project bin.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah. But, I don't know, modified there. I just wanted it out. I was like, man, if I hear something in my head now, I can go make it. The beat, how I sound, my vocals, the dubs, the ad libs, that's what Mothership was. That's what, oh hell, all those songs were. There's only 2 songs. I'm like fighting a burp right now. Excuse me. It's cold and it's coming out.
It's crazy, man.
Maybe it's
contagious.
But I don't want to say which ones. Just if you know, you know. If you can tell, if you have the ear. But there's 2 songs on there. I couldn't get the mixes right, and I was just like, "Fuck it."
Fucking send it.
Yeah. Like I don't know. To me, it just goes into like the timing and era of my life. I have so many fucking songs that I haven't dropped, where I'm like, I have like so many songs where I'm singing, dog. And I just never wanted to put out a song where I'm singing, but now I'm sitting on all these songs where I'm singing, and I'm like, how the fuck do I drop these now when I'm like, Devy Kay in this bitch boy, like, so but those will come one day eventually. And I don't know, Bonafide. I didn't try to put too much thought into it. All the songs are named after when I made the beats, whatever name I made the beat, that's what the song is named after.
Keep it simple.
I mean, yeah, like the first track, Bag Today, I'm just rapping, like I like had the beat and I was like, I want to open up with some like nice, hard hitting fast shit. And
well, you already made it up once. Why do it again? Like you already made the name up for the beat. So why,
I've been doing that though for songs. I don't know why, but, I grew up writing on YouTube beats. So to like make it my own, I would never name it what the beat was named.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Dude, when you dropped that, started listening to it, I texted Jeff. I was like, our boy just went the fuck off. Cause like,
yeah, you shared Poseidon. I appreciate that. Yeah, I remember that.
It's so like energetic and just like in your face.
Yeah.
I'm like, hell yeah, dude.
My dream is Rogan hears Mothership. I hope they're just on the pod one day. Like, is there a fucking rap song called Mothership? Like,
yeah, dude, that's a goal right there.
I did not intend for that to happen, like naming it Mothership that way. But I just named it that because that's what I named the fucking beat. But and I don't know. I had a dream it happened. So woke up, my gram was going crazy. And then I actually woke up and I was like, damn.
Dude, that's what I was talking about on that self-mastery episode is like the optimists and the pessimists. It's like when you talk like, oh, I want to be on Rogan, and people are like, oh, not going to happen. Those people would never even try. But all the people that end up on Rogan and blow up probably thought the same thing, but they just gave up somewhere along the way. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know about you, but I fall into this. I don't really like the term burnout, but it's kind of burnout.
It's true.
Where
it's
like
real. It's a real thing.
You're kind of just like fed up with shit.
I'm fucking fed up.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's my brother's song.
But then I get to this point where I'm like, everybody that stops, like the people that stop making podcasts, like, do you think I like editing podcasts for 5 or 6 hours? I don't. And then I'm like, man, we only got like 100 views, whatever. And then I see like 98% of podcasts fail or they don't get past the 3rd episode because they get to that point so fast where they're like, yeah, it's not worth it. But all the people that push through it, they blow up and you're like, they deserve the success. They made 100 episodes. They made 300 episodes and they blew up. Who am I to stop at 60? You know what I mean? Like,
I believe in y'all, man.
It's like,
I think y'all get somewhere, bro. Y'all got the drive. Y'all definitely got the motherfucking setup. I mean,
it helps. Setup helps.
Oh yeah, for sure. Y'all got it, bro. Y'all are my white boys, bro.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I'm white, but I've been telling everyone, I'm like, I got a pod on Sunday, bro. And they're like, oh yeah, who? I'm like, Higher Caliber. They're like, who are they? I'm like, they're my white boys, bro. But no, when we did the last episode, that helped me out so much, dude. I got so much more interaction on Instagram just from like the quality of your fucking clip. And I was just like, oh, he's nice with the shit. Okay. Yeah. No, but I'll always be grateful for that because it really helped me out on my platform. So thank you for lending me yours. And just the spot. I'll give you all y'all flowers real quick in this episode, you know?
I appreciate it, man. Well, it's one of those things too where I almost want to delete the old stuff I made, but I like going back and looking at them. Like, look how much better it is. That's progress. Like you have to start.
I don't know how podcasting is, but like, there's definitely some songs in my past. I'm like, yeah, I'm taking this shit down.
Right.
So, but no, I can understand that.
I guess really, it's all about just getting better. Really. Maybe not in somebody else's eyes, but for you, you know, you have something to look back on.
Yeah. There's some songs I leave up just for, that purpose. I will never, like the people real close to me will play some shit sometimes and they're like, hey Dev, you remember? And they love it. I'm like, shut that shit off, bro. I'm not sound like a baby on it. The mix sounds like trash. It is.
Yeah. But they love it though, right?
They do.
Yeah.
But you kind of had to go through it.
Yeah. Everybody, you got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
You're not a master on day one. So, and I do everything myself, bro. I make all my own beats. I'm the one hitting the fucking space bar to record every single take. And like, I'm my own hype man when I'm fucking shit up. Like, I don't want to like, I don't know. You guys are so much more like respectable in my head than me because I swear too much and I like talk so much shit and I'm very like self-deprecating in a way.
You just ain't hung out with us enough.
Yeah.
Well, I listen to you guys and you guys like just ask questions and shit and like are straight to the point on stuff. And I'm like, damn, bro, I feel like when I come up here, it's going to be such like a weird like vibe on my end. Sorry, but I had to air it out. I'm awkward. But how you guys, man?
Pretty damn good, honestly.
Yeah. Oh, the fitness shit.
Yeah. Let's talk about that.
You boys look different. I'll say that both of you do. I keep fucking looking at you guys. I ain't seen you since the last episode, but you guys both look a lot leaner, a lot more fit, a lot more slimmer in the face.
Been grinding.
He just sent me a picture this morning of had this giant face going on.
Dude, I gotta show him.
And also, it's a bad frame where
it's a bad picture. Where'd that? That was a screenshot, wasn't it? Maybe I just sent it to you.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is.
Damn, son.
Dude, I was heavy in them donuts at that point.
Damn,
How much did you weigh at that point?
I think I was almost 180.
I ain't never seen you. You weren't even like that when I seen you.
Yeah, I was probably only like 10 pounds more the last time I saw you. Yeah. If that.
You don't look much. I didn't think you could lose weight last time I seen you.
You lost like 50?
No.
You said 180. You're down to what? 130?
No, maybe. I was probably like high 170s, I would say. It fluctuated a lot. I think the most I've ever been is like 185.
I don't even want to say this. My most was 238.
Were you really?
I was 17.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Dude, you look like you've always just been a skinny guy.
Yeah, for sure.
Nah, dude. I mean, where's my phone? I can go show you.
And I don't mean skinny and like because I keep getting
I'm skinny fat.
I keep getting the disrespectful skinny, like scrawny. I don't mean that. I mean, like, you look like you've always been a fit dude.
No, definitely not, bro. I appreciate that though. Here, I don't even have pictures of me at my heaviest just because I was ashamed to even be in the picture. But I don't know. Fuck.
How much did you say you were?
238.
238.
What are you now?
I don't even know. Probably like $140. When I moved to Columbus, I was like 155, $160. Like I had a little size on me, but I was eating steak and broccoli every day, bro. Muscle milk. I was eating good, bro. Hitting the gym all the time. But down there, like I didn't even have time to get, I think that's what I was talking about a little bit ago. Like I didn't even have time to go to the fucking gym. I'm working 12-hour shifts. I'm at zero just to survive, not trying to complain. But then you're fighting an hour of traffic in the morning. You're fighting an hour and a half on the way back home. And then it's like, all right, the gym's 20 minutes away. Go fight.
You're not going to pay $50 a month for the gym you're not going to go to, pretty much.
I mean, I kept my Planet Fitness membership.
Oh, yeah, dude. PF's always got people on.
Yeah.
What are they at? Like, is it $12 a month now? I think it's still like 10.
I think it's 15. They raised it to 15 unless you were.
I have the black card. I don't even know what it is. That's a little. I don't think it's 30, but I know it ain't 20. Yeah. I don't really know what it is. I budget 30 though for it in my head just because it gives me like that couple dollar just that's my adulting brain. I give myself more space than
for sure.
Smart.
For sure.
But no. So what I would do down there, I got a fucking sweatsuit and I have a stationary bike and I just go hard in the fucking paint and I have dumbbells and I have a fucked up shoulder.
Don't we all?
I have a grade 2 to grade 3 AC joint separation tear in my right shoulder right here. And I broke my femur as a baby. I broke my left femur at 18 months old.
Damn.
And I slipped on like a fucking little toy piano and like a little threshold. It was like where carpet meets like linoleum, like tile. And there's like that metal threshold. And I just did the splits and just like cracked my shit.
Damn, dude. And breaking a femur as a baby, especially how pliable babies are. That's
well, back then, fucking, I mean, I don't even want to call it medicine just because the way they like casted me up, but it was the way I only ever have one memory with that cast on, and the way I would describe it was an ace bandage. And from what I've been told by my family, I was too young to necessarily do a leg cast. It was either a full body cast or no cast.
Yeah.
And just the way I was laying on a fucking bed or a couch the whole time. Here, that's kind of got to zoom in on it. That's me at like 180, 190, my senior year. That's 5 years ago.
Don't even look the same.
Don't look like you at all, really.
No. But yeah, man, I got up there and damn, I don't know if I really want to tell this, but I'll tell you the day I knew I was fat. So I was fucking.
It might be the phone. Take the phone away from the cord. There you go.
Yo,
was that it?
My bad.
No, it's all good.
Realize that would happen.
It's usually me.
That's insane. I did not know that would happen. I was just like, that hurts my ear. But
when you knew you were fat,
the girl I was dating at the time, we was about to
don't tell me she said you're fat,
bro. We was getting into it, bro. Getting hot, bro. And
you mean like intimately, or
yes,
you guys were yelling?
Yes.
Okay.
And intercourse, dog, my bad. And I go to get on top and she's just like, get off me. You're too fucking fat.
Oh, man.
Dog, soft instantly, bro. Yeah. I was out of it.
I probably wouldn't fucking eat ever again.
That was at like noon that day, dog. Like,
I'm not even hungry anymore.
Dog, I wasn't. We went out to eat. She tried to take me out to eat, make me feel better. Like,
really? She gonna take you out to eat after
she ordered me a burger, and burgers are my favorite food. If you know me, you know this. But I didn't eat. I just couldn't, bro. I was tore up. I stood on the scale that night. I could see it on your face right now. You're like damn.
I feel it.
Oh yeah, that changed my life, bro. I started like just fucking squatting like wherever I was. I'm like, I'm losing this shit, bro. Fuck that. But
so like shame worked on you.
Oh yeah, I definitely self-shamed myself into like losing weight and all that. But I just don't, I mean, I'm not trying to like dog my family, but my family has like history of like having weight and all that. I don't want to be like obese, but like we fat as fuck. But no, but
we all fat around here.
No, but I just don't think. I mean, how many of us really knew what to eat and what was really in our fucking food until like 10, 20 years ago? Get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just blessed to have the knowledge and everything now, and I want to be as fit and healthy as I can be. And I'll never forget that, bro, standing on the scale. That shit said 238. And I was a 30. What the fuck was I? I wasn't a 34, but like 36s were kind of starting to get big on me or small on me in the waist. And I was like, this ain't gonna work, Dev. This shit ain't gonna work. And I definitely didn't lose all of it in the healthiest ways. I remember I went on like a fucking cereal diet for like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And I'm 17 and it wasn't good. I mean, no cereal's like the greatest for you. I'm just eating fucking Fruity Pebbles for 3 weeks. I lost like fucking 20 pounds in that. I felt like dog shit. I wouldn't recommend anyone to do that. Sure. But back to the fitness thing. I was working at a Taco Bell and like there just wasn't a lot of food in the house growing up and everything. So like now I'm at this job and I'm just,
dude, that would kill me
there, bro. I worked at Taco Bell because I didn't like anything at Taco Bell, but like,
oh really?
If you work, oh really now?
What's that like?
Big boy. Okay, really?
Actually, but, I didn't mean.
No, I don't think you meant it like that.
No,
like,
just
I was surprised nobody liked some or somebody didn't.
Nah,
like
bro.
From Taco Bell.
I don't like tomatoes. I don't like sour cream. I don't like guacamole. I don't like a lot of the toppings and shit. But like, I'll fuck up some refried beans and, I don't even want to call their shit hamburger, but like hamburger, you know what I'm saying?
Horse meat.
Yeah, I mean, essentially. But yeah, man, I put it on, dog. And if I got tired of that, Burger King right down the road. So
yeah, dude.
Bro, late night, fucking, you just got done working. You went to school all day, didn't eat there. Then you leave school, go straight to work, and then had time.
Smash.
Bro, I'm talking the 3 double cheeseburgers, the fucking fry and the nuggets, bro. All of it. Give me that.
Yeah.
Dude, if I worked at Taco Bell, I would gain 100
You'd be
pounds.
dead by now.
Dude, just to be like, all right, all this is mine. Like I would be making some fucking creations.
Bro, I'll never forget.
I'm leaving here with some.
I'll never forget, bro. There was a break one time. I ate 3 burritos, bro, on my break. I was just hungry as fuck putting that shit. But I'm in there 10 hours a day, bro. Get off me. My manager was working my little ass to death. And then, nah, bro, I remember making my 3rd burrito. It wasn't as big as the other, but I had a long shift to go. All right, give me my respect. And I'll never forget, I heard my manager on the other side of the line, like, damn, you still eating? Like, it was around that same time too. I was like, damn, I am getting pretty big, bro. I need to chill. But no, but I used to run a lot as a teenager before I started working. I always played basketball and everything at the time. And that was how I just always kind of remained skinny. And since I kind of got back up here to Mansfield, I'm destroying my legs because I like turn back and forth at my job all day. And that already kind of hurts my knees a lot. Oh, and with my femur shit, my left leg is longer than my right one.
I was gonna ask when you were talking about it if it like
the way I was laying. Yeah, bro. And I haven't really got looked at because this. I went and got my shoulder looked at one time, but I was just like too young and dumb to like advocate for myself and really tell the doctor what I needed.
Like happened to your AC joint?
I don't fucking know, man. I really don't.
Like, does it look like your trap's bigger or something? Like popped up?
To me, if you stare at it in the mirror, you can tell one of them's bigger. I got the x-rays.
Mm-hmm.
I can show you the problem, but
you didn't have a isolated injury that's what did it.
Fucking cords doing its crazy shit.
Yeah, it took us forever to figure that out.
So there's too much space in between these two right here.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's separated, and all that white is arthritis. What I could say is just my job, and yeah, he told me that wasn't good. But my dumb ass, I was like, I think I was 21. I'm 23 now. It was like 2 years ago. He just gave me a pill. like this. I don't even know if it was anti-inflammatory, a pain pill, but he gave me a pill. And
Just one?
No, it was like a prescription,
Probably
whatever.
Prednisone or something.
I don't even remember, but it started with an A. But
should have gave you some Anavar.
No, I don't think it was that. What is that?
An oral steroid.
No, but it wasn't even working, so I just quit taking it. But then, like after I quit taking it, my dumb ass was sitting there, and I was like, "Excuse me." My dumb ass was sitting there, and I was like, "A pill wasn't going to fix this fucking problem."
Right. A pill's not going to put my bone back together.
Yeah, and well, it's a joint, and for me to get an MRI, I'd have to do at least a year of physical therapy.
That's so fucking.
And I'm like, we already know something's fucked up.
Yeah.
We already know. And they fucked me over on the x-ray payment. Like they got me for 3 x-rays. I go in 2 weeks later when they scheduled me, and they're like, oh, these x-rays are no good. We need a new one. So yeah, and I got.
Did they like make you hold the sandbag things?
No.
They had me do that with my shoulder. They like check like weighted and unweighted when your like shoulders hanging down.
But I think it could either be just how much I move it at my job, because I'd be doing numbers at my job, and I constantly do this with my shoulder all day. And I'm a G at my job. I'm not trying to talk my shit, but
it's cool to.
At Taco Bell, it was the same fucking motions, just because like. I mean, my job's called a lab, not a factory, but like you're working left to right and you're grabbing shit above you. And it's literally just all fucking day, bro. Give me a headphone. I'm good to go. Some black coffee and a water.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I don't know. Or it could be my femur. And I think my spine could be like slightly thrown off a little bit. I gotta go get the shit looked at. I'm scared to get it looked at, but I try to remain fit as I can. Like I don't bench, I don't squat. I used to, but I think that kind of fucked up my shoulder more. Like when I bike, sometimes my shoulder will pop.
Like pop out of place, or you just like not dislocate, right?
I don't know. I was talking to my brother's girl, and she's like, it could be slightly like out of its socket. And you don't even know. But I hope not. But
you'd probably know. It'd probably be pretty damn painful, like all the time.
I mean, when we get done, I literally like, if you put your hand on my shoulder, you can feel like just everything.
Crunchiness.
Crunching.
It's bad. Both of them. But yeah, I don't really know what to do. I just be doing like resistant band work. I just use dumbbells now. I want to get some kettlebells, but I don't bench anymore. I don't squat. I hit the treadmill. I'll bike. I want to do, my legs are different. So I'm like scared to do leg workouts where you do both of them at the same time. But like also in the same sense, I like wobble so damn much on like the fucking, like if I just like lunge or some shit. I struggle keeping my balance just walking sometimes. Like I'll go like around a corner too quick and I'll like, I'm so dead serious. And I'm so flat footed at the same time.
Same, dude.
I'm like a little fucking gremlin, bro. I really do think I mean, like I just said, I'm a full-blown Christian, but I do believe like I probably could have came from an ape at some point. I don't fucking know, bro. Just the way I don't know what God built me for. Cause I'm 23, bro. I'm not even 5'10". I'm 5'9", 3/4 on a good day.
Yeah.
On a good day. And then I see a 17-year-old and he's fucking 6'3",
dude,
200
I know.
pounds.
I'm 5'8". I get it.
I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Like, what the fuck? My brother, he looks the same as me. I'm like, I don't know what God built us for, bro. I really don't. We are not, we're just some short men, some short, weak shouldered men.
This dude's right,
bro.
I'm a weak, I tore my freaking shoulder a few years ago. I get it. I'm short, tore my shoulder. This dude's like what are you? 6'1"?
Almost 6'1", yeah.
Yeah.
I still can't get over last time I was here. I did not know you guys were brothers.
Yeah, that was funny.
You guys brothers?
No. I didn't fucking know. Y'all just hit me up, bro.
I kind of thought, for some reason, I thought Jeff would have said that, but I guess he didn't really have a reason to.
Oh,
that was funny.
He could have mentioned it, and I just like...
He probably did.
I'm deaf as hell, blind at the same time.
Jeff probably doesn't even know.
Do you think he's fair?
What's your next big show? You got one playing?
July 26th, Richland County Fairgrounds, Mansfield, Ohio.
I thought so.
Hip Hop Cypher Fest. Come check us out. Devy Kay, The Cause, Von Doom, hosted by Ryan James and Up No Music, Monstrosity Beats. I'll do a quick plug. Yeah, man, I'm excited for it. It's our second year doing it. There's going to be a lot of great talent there. I think my guys from Cleveland are coming out again. They were at the Mothership show. That's Kamikaze Kenji, Retro the Pharaoh, Gutty Mac. I think they're the best rappers in Cleveland. Yeah, they're coming down. We got artists coming from Columbus, Cincinnati. We're just trying to expand it, man. It's the second year we're doing it, so it's just something we're really trying to build. I think Mansfield's a gem in Ohio with our music scene. And I think we kind of touched on this. I don't know if we finished it, but I think Ohio's music scene is beautiful. I don't think it gets a lot of recognition. I'm a fan of all genres. So like my brother's in a heavy metal band. Go check out Under Substance. But I love going to shows and just seeing the vibe and the environment and the community, whether no matter how big or small it is. And like when you see the mainstream artist or the larger artist, and I kind of get it because you don't want to go somewhere you don't get the money in return.
Right.
And but fuck, man, just not a lot of people even come to Ohio. And so I think that's where I was going earlier, where I just am in my environment and the cards I was dealt in life. Hey, this is where I was born. I graduated year of COVID. That kind of fucked up what I was doing with my college opportunity. I'm grateful it didn't go because, I don't think I'd be the person I am today. And I'm proud of the person I am today. But so I'm just at this point now, like how much longer do I want to keep going in this shit? When it's hard to even find the light, and then your chance is just through this algorithm right now. But I think for so long, I was looking at social media from like I don't even want to look at it from the standpoint of like losing a piece of myself. I guess I'm kind of just looking at it more from the standpoint of like branding or advertisement in a way. Like what's your commercial every day? Get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Instead of like, give this big ass piece of yourself to the world or whatever. I mean, I guess I am kind of like, I don't even want to say I'm scared. I just don't really know if I were to ever to be blessed with like that amount of limelight one day, how I would handle it. I think I'd be okay. I mean, I'm not like, I just did it earlier. I'm not scared to be like, sorry, I'm awkward. I'm not scared to tell you like the legitimate thought that's on my mind. Like, hey, bro, I need to take a piss, or yo, it's cold as fuck. So I think a lot of people, I don't know, they just try to wear like a mask or fit in a box or something. I'm trying to like put my thoughts together, keep talking.
No, you're right. Too scared to be themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think that's what people are craving is authenticity.
Yeah.
Maybe not the younger generation that just wants to see AI videos and TikTok trends or whatever, but most people are looking for authenticity.
I think the young generation is getting kind of sick of that though now too.
I don't see how
really
they couldn't, It's just, I
don't really give I mean, I do, but I don't. I'm nervous to see I'm nervous to see how it's going to change the world. Cause with everything I listen to more podcasts than music, I feel like nowadays, just because I'm my job so damn much. Like I pump so many hours of music in my head. I'm like, all right, I need to. And then if I listen to music all day, I don't necessarily feel like going home and working on mine. So I'm excited to hear the music then. So, but everything I hear, bro, it's like, oh, this is going to take so many, like it could probably take my job. I don't fucking know. But like they're talking, what is it called? Where everyone gets a check from the government.
Oh, universal basic income.
They're talking about that and everything. Like, what are your guys' thoughts on that? Like, what do you think?
I don't think it's ever going to work.
Do you think it's going to like come to a standpoint that's going to happen one day?
Maybe. I don't think anytime soon, but I think people are just too, lazy, and it's just going to make things so much worse. I could probably articulate a better thought than that, but that's essentially
where the world is, bro. It disgusts me.
Like, dude, look, everybody got COVID checks, and that would give, I forget the percentage of credit card debt, but it went way up. Nobody used it to pay off their debt. I don't want to say nobody, but this was the perfect opportunity to pay down on these bills and kind of get out of debt and pay off credit cards. People just went ham. So you do that every month.
You get a new car.
Forever.
You get a new car.
Dude, it's not good. A lot of people can't handle it.
I got a new car during COVID. I still got it though.
I got one too.
But it was damn near, it was like $30 like less for a used car.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm just going to get a new one. I'll be all right.
There was a lot of deals to be had.
But
yeah, there was like 0% interest at one time.
Dude, I traded in my truck that I had for 5 years for $4,000 less than what I paid for it.
I'm proud of you, by the way, for keeping that truck for more than
my current
4 years. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where the world is though, I'm disgusted, dude. I don't like it. And I don't know if it's always been this like negative and hostile and all the turmoil, dude. Like, I don't know where you guys.
I feel you on that.
I have mixed feelings for this because, like, back on the top, like, I just come from a military family, so like, I understand men and women have fought and died for my right to vote and all this shit, but like, I just don't vote, and I don't want to contribute to the negativity, man. And Absolutely. I got too many people in my life on both sides, and it's like, you know, fuck, man, I can't control none of this shit.
That's
how I feel.
At the beginning of the year, like I stopped with all the political shit because I just felt like a cog in the machine, just like serving no purpose. You know what I mean? Just yelling at people, arguing about politics. It makes no difference
other than to spread negativity. Yeah, really.
I think what you guys, and I think where it all really starts though is at home. And
yeah, man,
I wish more people would realize that. And this is where maybe I kind of picked this up just from getting close with God and like, you know, loving your neighbor for a sense. And I mean, I'm the youngest of 6. Like I've kind of been through some shit. I'd never judge someone for where they are in life. I never have, never will. And I can kind of always like, I can empathize with people, you know? And, I don't know, people are just so quick to bash people. And I mean, fuck, you don't even know the person who lives next to you name anymore. Right. And like, if you see like an old lady struggling at Walmart or some shit, you ain't going to help her, or like, I don't fucking know, man.
Dude, I know exactly what you're talking
about. Like it's just little life shit like that. And
like put your phone down and go talk to your neighbor.
That's what I'm saying. Like I was sitting
go on touch grass, as they say.
Yeah, I was sitting on the porch yesterday, and you know, it was kind of an overcast day. It was a nice day though. We've been cooped up for however many months now, and I was on my phone, and I was just like, the fuck am I on my phone right now for? And like I said, I like mainly listen to more podcasts now. I honestly thought about starting my own. I go so back and forth on it though, just because I don't want to be another one. But
trust me, I have the same feeling.
I record a lot though, dude, and sometimes I'm just like talking with my brother or something, or talking to somebody, and
You ever thought about streaming?
I thought about that.
That way you don't have to really have any production to it.
Yeah, there's no editing. It's just
the way I thought about, because I don't necessarily have, I mean, I have 2 microphones, but one's like a stage mic, and then one's like it's not even, what are these, Shure? No, these aren't Shure. I don't have like pod mics, get what I'm saying? I just have like music recording mics. So I feel like it'd just look weird in the setup. Like I'd at least want the setup and everything to look nice and shit. Yeah. But I literally seen Shannon Sharp do this on one of his episodes recently. It was more like a vlog. Yeah. With 2 Chainz. And they were kind of just going around to like the gym or a store or a car dealership or some shit. I wouldn't want to do all that. But I thought about keeping my episodes just between like 30 to an hour, 30 minutes to an hour. And I have like these 2 little Bluetooth clip microphones to an iPhone, like my iPhone.
We were just talking on some of those before you.
Yeah. And I was like, I could probably just like do like just a little like blog style, you know, pod episode. And I honestly thought about like calling it Being Human and shit, just because, like I said earlier, like I don't give a fuck about social media, dude. And I get just as an artist, I get my best fan reception at shows. Like when I go to shows and people see me perform and you see me face to face and I shake your hand, yo, what's up? I'm Devy Kay. Nice to meet you. What's your name? Thank you so much coming out.
Dude, that will always be more impactful than getting 1 million views on TikTok.
Yep.
Yeah.
And 3/4 of those views are probably Chinese bots anyway. But somebody actually, one person being like, I like your shit. Dude, I'm here to see you. That's got to be way more impactful.
That means everything to me, bro.
It's got to, yeah.
Like it, I don't know. I've had a few encounters so far, like with my music, and that's like why I'm kind of still giving this shit my all and everything. Where people are like, "Bro, like this song really fucking helped me," or like I really relate to this, or like I'm a fan. Like I had this dude one time. I have a song called "Not the Same" on Bonafide, and I'm really like opening up some shit about it. Past few years I've been going through, and he was like, "I listened to this song to like make me feel strong. It makes me feel better about shit."
Hell yeah.
I was like,
yeah,
damn, bro. Like, thank you. Like, I kind of took it, like, it still kind of like takes my breath away a little bit. Like, holy shit, bro.
That's got to keep you going, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I never really put it in perspective until it's already said and done, which I'm grateful for.
Yeah.
It doesn't like override my thinking process. Like, oh shit, people are going to say this shit and all that. But,
is there any of that at all? When you make songs, like there's something you want to do, but you think it's going to be perceived a certain way. So you like change the lyric or like
all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's essentially what Reloaded is. Cause it's me really opening up about my past and my life, but it's just like, I don't want this to rub people the wrong way in my life. Get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but at the end of the day, I'm kind of hitting the standpoint. Like I'm a motherfucking man, bro. Like what I went through was what I went through. And I mean, I've had
essentially, you don't need people's permission.
No, yeah. And like, I've been sitting on this for what, 3 years now? And, you know, whether that is the one that's going to go, whether it ain't, I feel like I'm never just going to get over that roadblock until it's out. But in the same sense, I feel like, fuck it, we'll get into some self-realization right now. I feel like I kind of keep throwing up obstacles for myself before even Reloaded. That's kind of in a way what Bonafide was, because I already did Through the Floor.
Like you feel like you're doing that purposefully or subconsciously, or it's just kind of happening where you're keeping it on the back burner?
It's kind of just more so,
and it's completely up to you in the release of those, so you're not on anybody else's time, whether you know what I mean as far as Reloaded.
Let me dig in my phone because I want to think of the song titles.
Okay.
Since we were just talking about the world, there is a song on there called United States Agreed. It's like 11 minutes long. I'm on like my full like Kanye shit on his like 9-minute, 11-minute songs. But I'm like, I don't know.
Talking about the old Kanye, right?
Yeah, for sure. But I'm just talking about like my view on the world and what I think is all wrong with this shit. And I don't know, it just really bothers me. Like, I don't think the people in charge of all this like really give a fuck about anything. It's just all about a dollar. And fucking cord is going crazy again. I'm so sorry.
Oh, you're good. Here, I'll just move it out of the way.
Fixed it.
Ooh, I got one on there called okay, so on Bonafide, there's a song on a lot that was meant to be on Reloaded. But I was like, there's a line on it, and this is the only reason I dropped it. I don't know, I mentioned being 21 in my mama's basement or some shit like that. And I'm like, I'm 23 now. Like, I've been sitting on this for 2 years. Like, throw this shit out.
Right.
And but I got one called Revenue I like, and it's just all about like kind of going to work. Like, we all need that revenue type shit. All got to pay the bills. And Mr. DEV is one from the heart. It's just about shit I went through. Surface, this one's kind of deep. Like, I love my father to death. I don't really have the best relationship with him right now. But I have a song on there called Surface, and it's about hiding your emotions under the surface, but like just constantly going to fucking work, handling the shit that needs fucking done. Like, and I guess that's kind of like, that's something I'm learning with adulthood too. It's like this shit doesn't stop regardless of how the fuck you feel.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something I've been like learning how to manage with my life the past few years.
That's one of the big lessons to learn.
I don't know. There's one on here called Need to Know. And that's probably what it won't be named at the end of the day. But I'm talking about my whole dark, I don't even want to call it like my whole dark past, but basically just all the bad shit I went through in my life and things that definitely attributed to who I am today. And that's going to be the first one. I guess that's the one I'm kind of nervous about. My mom, I recorded that when I lived with her and she heard me recording that. And I don't know, I'll never forget coming up the steps and she just kind of looked at me and I was like, what's up? I was like, did it sound good? Because I knew she can always hear or always could hear when I was recording. And she's like, sounds like some stuff you might be nervous to put out. And I was like, there ain't shit I'm nervous to put out. And that's honestly what I responded to her. I mean, even at that time, but I don't know, the more and more I kept listening to it and I'd like show it to my brother or somebody, it's just he kind of even brought up that point. He's like, how much of yourself do you want to give to your music? Mm-hmm. But there's just also this thought in my head, like if I'm doing this for 60-year-old Dev, if I'm doing this for, when I'm looking back on my life and it's all said and done, I don't think I could forgive myself if I didn't give this my all. That's why I talk about like my personal shit on my music and everything.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah. I guess that's the reassurance I needed when dude was like, yo, this shit made me feel strong.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was like, damn.
That's why, in the self-mastery episode, we talked about doing this podcast because we like it. Yeah. And because we connect with and help with people on our episodes, but we're not doing it to get rich, and I think the path that you're going, for 60 and 70-year-old Dev, when you look back, you're like, I did it for myself. I'm proud of that. And I helped some people. Yeah. That you made it. I
didn't get a chance to listen to the whole episode, but the thing I really admired about it was when you had the guy from Ontario, the mayor or whatever, running for mayor.
Josh Bradley.
I think that's really where podcasts is going to be the way. I don't really think like the common news is everything. I don't really think that's going to be a thing within the next. I mean, I think it's going to be obsolete in 20 for sure, but
absolutely
10. I mean, I'm realistically saying 5 to 10, but I think you're going to see a lot more like just regional type like news podcast and shit. And I think that'd be a great lane. And for y'all to bring him up here and all that, I was like, that's cool because like everything, like my fan base, like I don't want to be like, I have like, bro, I got 2 of my most listened to areas. I ain't never even been there, Seattle and St. Louis. So I don't want to be like my fan base is here, but like everything kind of starts at home. And that goes back into like the loving your neighbor type shit. And that's why I wanted to call my podcast Being Human. It's just like we're all so tied into these fucking phones. But I mean, I just think the podcasting is going to be more into like just a regional local news type gig.
Yeah, man. That's the way it's going.
No, I just thought it was cool. I was like, damn, you don't see people doing that. And I thought about if I were to ever pursue like a podcast, like I would want to do that. Cause I see, like, I love my home, man. And I don't really know what the fuck is going on with the schools around here. I don't know if y'all pay attention to, you guys would be
much as we can.
Madison, right? Mm-hmm. You guys see what Mansfield been doing, just slashing jobs from teachers and all that. It's like, bro, what the hell is going on right now, bro?
Apparently they're broke.
Like it wasn't even the greatest when I went there. Now it's just like, bro, this is not helping anything, dog. And then I just pay attention to the news and like the national politics and everything. And I just get so frustrated, bro. And it feels like, I don't know. It kind of doesn't give me like a hope on my future in a way, on like some real shit. And like I did, honestly, like the real reason I didn't want to go into the military, like I did know that could be a career path for me, but like I didn't want to go somewhere and hurt people that, you know, I didn't want to fucking hurt or whatever the fuck. Like
that. I get it.
Like the shit I see going on in the world, bro, like that hurts my fucking chest. How are we going to look back on that in 40, 50 years, you know?
Right.
When all the shit spills out. Like, yeah, what do y'all think? Fuck it, man. What do y'all think about Trump and Elon right now?
Honestly, as much as I got wrapped in that shit last year, I just look at the stuff and scroll.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
These past 2 years.
The memes are funny. Don't get me wrong.
These past 2 years have been the most I've ever been tuned into it.
COVID got me.
I just don't know if
COVID got me ramped up, and I I went down a dark hole, dude.
I've still been unplugged, dude.
I'm just getting myself out of it.
I feel like I need to, bro.
But see, like, I'm kind of probably too unplugged where I'm not informed. I think there's a fine balance where you can be informed, but yet just tune the fuck out.
I've been reading books as well. I've been reading a book a month every month this year.
That's an awesome habit to be in, dude.
Yeah.
What kind of books you reading? Sorry, I cut you off when you were going to talk.
No, I was just going to tell you the ones I read because I'm kind of bouncing around. The first one I read, it was a series. It was 3 books. The first one was called Tuesdays with Morrie. And I've had all these books for years, bro. And it's kind of crazy. Like, God will show you what you need shown at the right time. And I remember when I got my first apartment when I was 19 and like I like bought all this like furniture and shit. And I like got shelves with nothing on them. So I'm like, fuck it, let's go get some books. And I'd like never read these books. I mean, I read a few of them, but definitely not all the ones I bought. And I bought this series around that time. And the first one was called Tuesdays with Morrie. And it was about this college student who had this professor he really vibed with and everything. But he goes off, graduates, they don't talk. This professor is like a famous professor. He ends up getting a sickness or whatever. It flashes on the news one night. The student sees it. He's like, holy shit. And he starts seeing the professor every Tuesday and he films his sessions with them or whatever. And they just talk. And the professor had Lou Gehrig's disease, whatever. What is that, ALS?
Thanks.
I just know it was Lou Gehrig's disease. I don't even know if it's based on it. I think it's based off, like, I think it's inspired off true life events, but I don't want to say it's a complete, full, true story. But the way the chapters were set up is like, this Tuesday we talk about death. This Tuesday we talk about marriage. This Tuesday we talk about children. This Tuesday, and that kind of like, that just helped me as a young man needing guidance in the world. And then the second one, he honestly just passed away, which just kind of blew my mind too. It was The Theft of America's Soul by Phil Robertson. And
the Duck Dynasty guy.
Yeah. And I've had that book for years as well. And basically,
I bet that red pilled you.
I mean, I've been getting close to God. I don't know if you want to say getting close to God as red pill, but
probably not. I mean, I don't know. I'm not the arbiter of
the way he basically described it was like how all the chaos and like wars and all that, and the corruption in government and just what Hollywood and all that pushes, how all that changed. And he started the book out, I think it was 1966 when Time published an article, and it was like, I don't know if they said God is dead or is God dead, but that's what he started the book with. And then just basically from there, the way the chapters were set up in that was like the lie, God is dead. Then on the same page, it would say the truth, God is alive. And he would break down shit from his personal life. He'd break down shit he's seen. He'd talk about his view, not even his views on the Bible, but he would just, what do you call that? Like where he would recite the Bible and like have the citation and everything exactly and everything. But it was a good ass book, man. And that kind of, regardless of where you stand, because this is going to be posted, I'll just try to air this out. Like, regardless of your religious view or whatever, where you stand, I'll never judge somebody for how they feel, their religious view and all that. But I am a godly person, and it just really helped me with my life and the man I want to be, because I don't want to be like anything where I came. And I'm going to do my fucking best to be the best, man I can possibly be. And I think this is definitely a mindset I built within the past few years, but I think men are kind of built to serve in a way. We're built to be fucking strong. We're meant to, do the hard work and shit and have integrity and fucking, sweat, have that fucking muscle.
For sure.
Yeah. And I don't know, but also have like that gentle side to you. And you guys know the term a man's man.
Yeah, of course.
Like as like short and like measly as I am, and I'm like a rapper and all that, bro. Like I'd love to be a fucking man's man. Like I pray to God to like be an example and shine his light and, like help people the fuck out and like give me bigger shoulders to handle the pressure of this world. And literally and physically, I'll be like trying to work these motherfuckers.
Yeah. But, so you're saying self-mastery.
Yeah, that's why I really related to that episode, man. That's why. But But like I was talking about earlier, you just see those morning routines and everything, and you see the memes like, if you're not waking up and fucking getting money right now, like I just bought a carton of eggs this morning for $6, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it was $5.38, but
Jesus.
I feel you on that though. You gotta stay away from the traps, dude.
yeah, for sure.
I think, how old are you?
23.
I think at 23, you've realized a lot of shit that takes a lot
more time for people.
A lot of other people along.
People tell me that. I do not feel like that, bro.
I know, but
thank you though.
We're, you talked about perspective and I talked about perspective, but not that we've lived your life, but we've come
to a lot of the same conclusions,
and we've all came up to a lot of the same conclusions.
I think COVID at 18, like regardless of what it like kind of did mess up in my life, it did give me a big perspective. Like, oh, this shit is fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think it was planned. I think it was just a big money scheme, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just kind of like, okay, like nothing's really in my control. Like you can only control what you can control.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, bro. It's
why do you think Phil Robertson, instead of getting on when he was alive, got on Fox News every night to talk? No, he stayed out in a duck blind and minded his own business. Yeah, there was
I don't know shit about, like, I don't know anything about him getting on the news or anything like that.
That's what I mean. He didn't.
Oh, okay.
It's like he had all this stuff figured out and he knew that he didn't want any part of it. Now, there was a camera crew that followed him and his family around, sure, at their house. But I mean, that's really, he talked to his neighbors.
Yeah.
He was a man's man of God. And, sounds like that's kind of what you're looking for.
In a way, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, I don't know, it's weird, bro.
I'm not saying grow a beard and hunt ducks.
No.
In principle.
But yeah. When it's kind of just weird to talk about it just because the space I'm in, like rap music and all that. But I don't know, bro. Like I'm like hip hop's always been my dream since I was a little kid, and I just wanted to be. I think when you have siblings, you just want to be different. And motherfucker, there's 6 of us, so like no one was really into hip hop or anything. Yeah. I mean, excuse me about the. My brother Tyler kind of was. I think every like little white kid growing up like me went through an Eminem phase,
dude.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
but for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I got a backwards E for him. I had to give him some respect with all the tattoos I got. I got Cole. I got a lot. I need to get more, but no, man. And I don't fucking know, dude. I always had a belief since I was a little kid when I was just going through a lot of shit. Fuck it. Real shit. I used to piss the bed a lot. I don't know why I used to piss the bed. I pissed the bed every day till I was like fucking 9-10 years old, bro. No fucking clue why. No fucking clue. I'd wake the fuck up. It's there, dog. Whatever the fuck. And
at least you didn't say until 23. I mean,
no, thank God.
I was
bro.
like, please don't say 21.
God, no. It was like 3rd grade, bro. There was a couple times in 4th grade, but it was like 3rd grade, bro. And
shit happens and piss happens, you know?
Yeah, but real shit, bro. I don't know. I don't think it was handled the fucking best. And I'll stand on that. And I don't fucking know why. And where the fuck was I going with that, man?
I don't know.
Real shit, like just when I like, that's why I try not to like dig into my like life shit because I just get on a different fucking train. And I'm like, but
well, it sounds like you're just trying to be a better version of yourself every day.
Yeah, for sure.
Sometimes it doesn't happen every day, but as long as you're trending upwards, I'd say it's a good thing.
Yeah, for sure.
What do you say? 1% better every day?
It's like building a mountain, a layer of paint at a time.
Yeah.
But I kind of rounded off with this. My bad. I'm sorry. I lost my train of thought so hard.
Don't apologize.
Just where I come from, bro. I remember that's where I was going. I remember being that 8-9-year-old kid, literally wanting to die because I knew what I was gonna like have to deal with because I kept pissing the bed. on some real shit.
Mm.
And I didn't come from like a religious family or nothing like that. Like we never like went to church a whole lot or anything, but I just always would like pray. And I remember praying on the bus ride home. I remember like being 8 years old, bro. So I've always like been attracted to God in a way, but just with where my life went and everything, just, you know, jetting it when I did and just trying to build myself and like kind of, I'm grateful for all the hands I have in my life, bro. Like I wouldn't be who I am without my grandparents. I wouldn't be, you know, I mean, I wouldn't be without who I am without my parents, regardless of, you know, the cards I was dealt in my life. I definitely wouldn't be where I'm at without my brother. I thank God for my best friend Dylan and my homie Keith. Keith really led me to God a lot. After I dropped No Rest for the Weary, that's how I met him. He walked up to me at Planet Fitness. I'm on the fucking treadmill. He taps me on the shoulder. He's like, dude, you're fucking dope. And I'm like, what the fuck? Didn't you just follow me? But that's how we met. And I mean, he's a fucking fit ass dude. He's a man of God. He's a family dude. And you know, I never had a lot of male role models in my life. And I always pray for, you know, shit like that. And I'm blessed, like God placed him in my life and all that. And he really helped me as an artist, bro. I would not be the Devy Kay. I wouldn't have the stage presence without him either. He really helped me just kind of get comfortable and everything. Like I've shown y'all pictures, bro. I didn't look like this 5 years ago. Okay.
No, you didn't.
I definitely don't think I'm the brightest crayon in the box or the most like pretty one, but
I'm sure it gives you a lot more confidence being out there though.
Yeah, I feel like I remember being that kid in my room, just writing raps and shit away from everything and everybody. And I don't know. I feel like just every time I step on the stage, I'm just proving to myself what I always knew.
Yeah.
It kind of trips me out when I was growing up. Like I never talked much in school. I never had a lot of friends or anything, but whenever I never had a problem like presenting anything. I never had a problem like reading out loud in front of class or anything. They'd always be like, Mr. Nip, you have such a nice speaking voice. And I don't know, I was sitting there thinking about that not too long ago. And I was like, isn't it ironic? I'm trying to rap, or I am rapping and or pursuing music, and
well, maybe
I love to hear myself talk on a mic. And
yeah, I mean,
Mr.
maybe
Nip.
little things like that along the way just gave you the confidence to like.
Whenever we played Rock Band growing up, I was the youngest.
Like the game Rock Band.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
They'd always give me the microphone.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I loved Rock Band.
I could only imagine how
Still got
my
that?
fucking 10-year-old self sounded on that microphone right now. Going hard to some like
Mine was
Hollywood
pretty bad.
Undead.
I remember Coheed and Cambria just
Oh, yeah,
messed it
dude.
up the whole time.
That's fucking awesome.
Playing the drums with kitchen utensils because we lost the drumsticks,
Dude, I had
like the wooden spoons or
we
whatever.
were snowed in at Station 2 one time, and they brought in more people. We had a bunch, all the firemen. Dude, we had everybody set up playing drums and 2 guitars and someone singing. Dude, it was awesome.
Good times.
Yeah, I want to ask y'all about that, man. Like, just because, you know, I'm just getting older and I'm thinking about, you know, what I can, like, there are things I want to do in my later, like, years. Like, I love sports, man. I'd love to coach at some point, like, whether middle school, high school. I got to go to college for that at some point because you need a degree for that. But I don't know, I loved playing that shit in high school. I played baseball and football. Like, those, I still cherish those memories. And I get upset at every fucking game the Guardians lose. So they win 1 and lose 3. So they ain't never gonna put money into the team. But we got Jose Ramirez. Do you guys like baseball?
We actually like watching baseball.
We like watching it, but we don't follow it.
Me and Tim's favorite sport's power slap. So
Yeah.
Get out of here, bro.
Fuck yeah, dude.
we're not big sports guys.
Do you watch UFC?
No.
Bro, Sugar
highlights.
Sean lost last night. I'm so
Did he
sad.
really?
Yeah, Marab beat his ass the second time.
Yikes.
Anytime I like a fighter, bro, they just get whopped. I started liking Justin Gaethje. He got knocked out. I'm hoping he comes back, and
Yeah.
I don't know, but we'll see. Anytime I root for like a team, they just start, or a person, I feel like Drake right now. But no, man, what's it like firefighting and all that?
It's
Well, I tell you, if I fought a fire in the last year.
You haven't? No. It's to me, it's the greatest job in the world.
Yeah.
It's fulfilling for sure.
It's definitely fulfilling. I mean, you know, helping people, not just like, lifting people up, but, you know, I don't know. It's just fun because it's never, one thing I will tell you is you said that, you know, with your job, like it's always the same, always the same stuff. It's the same stuff at the firehouse, but it's always different.
Right.
You know, in 5 minutes we can be on a house fire, or somebody is in cardiac arrest, or you might be sitting there doing nothing in 5 minutes. You don't know.
Y'all some strong people, man.
It's
I feel like my heartbeat would be like,
it's stressful.
But you kind of like layer it over time to like what doesn't
there's things
excite you anymore.
Things that excite at first, everything excites you.
At first, like the thought of the tones going off, just like it could be anything, and then you're like, oh, it's a difficulty breathing again.
Yeah.
You know, it's like anything.
I remember like when I was first started and I was taking blood pressures, dude, I'd be shaking.
Yeah.
I'd be shaking taking blood pressures, like just because I'm all hyped up. But now it's like, whatever. But
I feel like it'd be so cool to actually be like fighting a fire. But then I'm like, I also push it in perspective. Like I could really get fucked up, bro.
Well, you
like,
can. You can.
That's what makes it more exciting.
Yeah.
Not for me, man.
But you always have fear in the back of your mind, though. I mean, yeah, you have to be brave.
Do you feel you like perform better under like a little level of like
under pressure?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure.
It's cool.
But
there's really no reason to push it if there's not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it's like a video game, then there's.
But you have to be. But we're not.
That's good. Yeah, that's good.
We're not reckless, though. You know what I mean? It's not like, we're under pressure. We got to do. It's stuff that we're trained to do. So
right.
You know, we're good at it. So it's like, this is.
It's all about perspective too. I think going to the Army early for me was like, well, I'm not getting shot at. It's just a fire. And then, you know, that's just how it. But I think we all kind of do that. Like, this isn't as bad. We do it with everything.
Right.
But that was just kind of my initial.
Well, in some of my perspective, when I first started, because I was relatively new when he was in the Army, because I didn't go to the military. So I was already working as a fireman, but I'd get in these situations and I'd be like, well, this isn't that bad. I'm not getting shot at like my brother is. So fuck it.
There you go. Works both ways.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's kind of what drove me to do other shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just a bunch of blood and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
I've
blood and shit.
I've ping ponged a lot of like where I could take my life right now. I'm still trying to like tell myself I'm young and I got a lot of options and shit.
For sure, you are.
But I would I'd love to coach. I'd love to. I feel like I'd love to do this right now. I feel like if I personally had the time, but like volunteer at like a dog shelter, shit like that. Like I'm a big animal lover, bro.
For sure.
And I know those places like always need help. And I'd really just love to be in a position where I could like donate money and shit and everything. I can't stand like, I don't know, maybe this is just like my young mind. Like, you know, like I don't want to be like all the rich and all that. I just feel like my pockets ain't got it like that. But just like I said, I can empathize with a lot of shit. And I just hate seeing how many like things in communities crumble, or like just things in communities, especially around here, that like need a little bit of financial support and all that. And I just know in my heart, like when it goes back into, this is where I take like the loving your neighbor thing. I just know in my heart, wherever I make it in my life, I'm never going to forget about my home, and I'm going to do everything I can to make my home better for the future and, you know, make people want to stay here. I can't stand I don't know if you guys hear this as much. You guys are kind of tucked away out here, but like the fuck Mansfield, I can't stand this place. You know, like that shit is so stupid to me, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I feel like that's just
they expect everything to be done for them. Like they just want to show up and eat all the food and leave because they want their environment to be. Now, okay, there's certain places where you're just like, you got to leave. Like if you're in Juarez, Mexico, you should probably leave. Just leave.
For sure.
But like, I'm like on your page, like make your environment better the best you can. And then if you want to bitch about it after that, if you've done everything you can to make your environment better and it's not, maybe you can bitch. But until then, if you ain't doing shit, you just expect it to be done for you. Oh, there's trash everywhere. I haven't seen you pick up one piece of trash, homie. You know what I'm saying? Like
with like just how much I listen to now and like just the weight of everything going on in the world, bro. I just realized like how blessed I am just to even like be in my shoes and like, bro, I'm just blessed to have shoes, bro. I'm blessed to wake up in the morning and turn on a faucet, have a pair of shoes, have like be able to go do something that I dread, you know, to be able to hop in this car that I still have. Like, I mean, bro, there are people like risking life and limb, like swimming miles, running fucking miles on land just to get here, bro. And some got here and they're just like, no, we can't let you in. Sorry.
There's people coming with like a 10% chance success rate and they still try to come in.
There are fucking areas in this world getting obliterated by bombs right now, bro. Yeah. And like that's where I just get like disgusted at the world a little bit. Cause just in my head and like what I feel like, you know, God envisioned or, you know, it's not this, bro. It's not all this chaos. It's not all this turmoil. Where the hell is all of our money going with these tax dollars and everything? All the petty ass arguing, it gets under my skin, bro. I'm sorry to keep airing it out about it, but
dude, we've spent many hours in here of me specifically going through all this shit.
I feel like
taxes and people, you know, I get it. It's frustrating.
That's why I dive in my music so hard, though. Yeah. It's just like, I don't want to say it's a distraction, but it's like, I guess that's kind of what Bonafide was. Yeah. And I don't even want to call it a distraction, but like the way I felt on Bonafide was like, motherfucker, I'm here. But it was also like superhero me.
Yeah. In a way. It's really like an outlet.
Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly what my music is, man. I feel like that's what, would you guys consider, is podcasting an art? What would you call that? Because it's definitely like an outlet.
I think since it's so big, maybe not for everybody, but I've definitely seen people who do it where they make it seem like an art.
Oh yeah, there's definitely different calibers.
I'd say definitely a technique or a skill for sure.
Yeah,
sure. Yeah.
I feel every episode I do, I feel like I'm better. I feel like which is hard to explain to somebody who's never done it. How you can really get better at talking to somebody.
Right.
But it's just communication in general is a skill you can work on.
I haven't read this recently. The book I'm on right now, and I've tried to read this so many times, I could never just get past the first section. The 4 Agreements. I don't know if you guys have ever read that. It's only like 100 pages, bro. Yeah. I can never get past the first section just because it's like the Toltec and it's just like a lot of labels and everything of like, I don't even know what. I couldn't tell you because I haven't got all the way through it. But I don't know, just hasn't kept my interest that long. But my brother and everyone around me, they're like, I'm telling you, get past the first section. It's great. You get through it quick. But one of the books I read that kind of really helped me. And like I grew up like a shy, quiet, like awkward person. And I still kind of struggle like even having conversations with people sometimes, or especially like fitting in like a group environment, dog. I'm just like, in the past few years, I'm more accustomed to it now because like the more shows I do and everything. But like at first it was so weird, dude.
For sure.
And even like if I'm in a store sometimes and there's too many people, I want to explode out of my skin. But it was called How to Win Friends and Influence People.
I've read that
by something Carnegie and
Anthony. No, I don't remember. I think it's Anthony Carnegie.
And then I don't know. It really helped me a lot with just how to like interact with people and everything, and just like really listen with intent. And
I'm listening. I'm just looking up the book.
No, you're cool. And another one was The Magic of Thinking Big by Dr. Jay Schwartz. I'll never forget that one. But those 2 books really helped me a lot in like 18 to 20.
Have you read the 48 Laws of Power yet?
No, that's Robert Greene though, ain't it? Yeah, I want to. I
recommend audiobook.
I do a lot of audiobooks, but Spotify really only give you one audiobook.
I think
I need
it's on Spotify.
I need to pay for like a audiobook app specifically.
Check out
Audible.
You got an iPhone, right?
Yeah.
You got the podcast app? The
Probably.
little purple icon.
I listened to a lot of them on Libby back in the day.
Search it on there. I found a lot of audiobooks on that Apple Podcast.
Do you guys know who Charlemagne is?
The God?
Yeah, Charlemagne the God, dude. I listened to all of his books, bro. I'm such a big fan of his.
He's got books?
Yeah, he's got 3, bro. He's got a whole publishing print.
It's Dale Carnegie. Okay.
Dale.
But no, Charlemagne, he's from like a small town in Louisiana, about the size of Mansfield. Now he's like the biggest radio host of all time, and he's in the #1 platform in the biggest city in America, New York. And I don't know if that's the biggest city in America, but one of the biggest net markets in America, biggest market, whatever. And I don't know, he helped me with God a lot in a way. And something he always said about his life, he said something along the lines of never think God isn't strong enough to take a small kid from Mom's Corner, South Carolina, and put him in the biggest market in the US in New York City. Yeah. And so regardless of what people think of like, and there's like a stigma, there's definitely a stigma in like, if you're a local rapper around you, bro, like this motherfucker trying to rap, bro, like corny automatically, bro. But it's like I don't care about that, bro. Like, I just kind of hold this belief, man. Like, you know what?
Dude, that reminds me of those. I keep seeing these IG reels where this is black dude and he's like, black people make fun of you for everything. He's like drinking water and he's like, oh, he's thirsty. And he's like, what?
Yeah. I like the ones where it's like a dude actually taking care of his kid.
Yeah, he's like, oh, he's a good dad.
He's being a good dad.
Oh, look, you're a pop.
But
those crack me up, dude.
No, those are funny as hell. I seen this dude this morning. This is a completely different topic, but I love to cook. I watch this dude on my reels all the time. He's this fireman dude.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever seen him?
I've seen a lot of firemen cook on.
Oh, Instagram. Okay. It's the same one every time. He's got like this mustache and everything. He prays really quick. I think he needs to slow down his prayer if he sees this. But I don't know. I watch it all the time though.
I think I know. About
Yeah. I don't know. You guys are firemen, so that's just why I ask.
Yeah.
But
fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
My white boys, bro.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
On my last podcast, we were rapping, and I forget what I said before it, but I said a line, and look, I'm a small white guy, bro, and I am a hip hop artist, and there's a very few things that bring me more joy than cracking up a room, or not even like just being with my friends who happen to be black, and I'm making all of them laugh. It's funny as fuck. And, you know, like they're all rappers and everything, and we're all rapping and shit. And I said a line, and I was like, he's probably black. And everybody started laughing and shit because I was like talking about myself and all that. But sorry if that was weird. My bad.
You're good, dude.
We're throwing out hella labels right now. I'm sorry.
You're good.
It was funnier in the moment.
Well, I got to pee and I'm cold. You got anything else you want to throw in, bro?
No, man. I seen the time over here a minute ago. I didn't even know we've been running this long. But
it's been good.
No, I appreciate y'all. Sorry.
Appreciate you for coming in.
Yeah, bro. I'm sorry I was late. I literally woke up.
Fine.
I woke up this morning. Well, I know I said something like 12:30 or something like that yesterday, and I woke up this morning. I even woke up early as shit, shaved and everything. I was like, all right, 11:30, 11:30, 11:30, and it's like 11:20, and I was like, fuck, I'm running late. I get out the door, then I forgot my coffee, and I was like, I'm turning around and getting that because I got other places to go after that.
You gotta have coffee, dude.
Then I like opened up my phone because I was gonna message you like, hey, bro, I'm about to be like 10 minutes late, and I seen you good, bro, and I was like,
scroll up.
I was like, oh my gosh, bro, I'm so sorry, but yeah, man, just working. I'll be busting my ass at my job, bro. So once that weekend hits, I slept till 12:30 yesterday. Yeah,
I need one of those days.
Good old recharge day.
That's why I told you yesterday. I was like, earlier the better, because I need to get up early tomorrow. But like, my body was up, but my brain ain't been with me all yet today. But no, I really appreciate your guys' time. I appreciate your guys' platform.
It was good to see you again.
Hey, now that you're back here, you can pop in and get on some more episodes if you want.
Yeah, bro, hit me up. You know, I'm a huge supporter of y'all, man. So,
and we do appreciate that.
Yeah,
really for sure. Like I said, I'm being so serious. When y'all posted up like that last episode we did, I got like over 100 follows like within the next month.
Hell yeah.
And like the interaction on my page went way up. So I was like, do your thing. Okay. But no, man, thank you.
Yep.
Devy Kay in this bitch.
Devy Kay in this
Go check
bitch.
me out, man.
Check them out. We're gonna link your
Spotify,
IG.
Apple. Go follow me on Instagram, Devy Kay 26. That's DEVYKAY
Not B, motherfucker.
26. Hey, it's fine, bro. Debbie Cake. I'll make some shit with
You know, I'll get you all tagged and put you on the show notes and everything.
Yeah, for sure.
You make it as easy as possible for people to click, and they'll click.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. See ya.
Later.
Gang, gang.